shape remains the same in any key. The formula creates many interesting sacred geometry symbols, but there's a lot more to it. The intervals and the frequency and numbers of music and music theory are the same numbers found over and over at pyramids and sacred sites. And since the universe is made of vibrations, the ancient pyramid builders are sending an extremely complicated musical message that describes the inner workings of the universe itself. The code is a grid system of pyramids and sacred sites. Here is a rare photo of Carl Monk. Retired Air Force engineer Carl Monk is the man that discovered the code. The code proves that some unknown group of people, or possibly aliens from another world, mapped the entire planet Earth and placed markers, pyramids, stone circles, and earth mounds on certain energy spots in the world. The code grid system should not be confused with the Earth power grid advanced by Russian scientists and now being studied by Bruce Cathy, Beth Agins, and others. The code's exquisite math consists of thousands of equations. It proves a mathematical link between hundreds of pyramids. When you take the longitude and latitude of a pyramid and multiply and divide the numbers, the end result is a key number, such as 144, 288, 360, and on and on. These key numbers are found redundantly at all sites, in the location and in the construction itself of the monument. Example: the latitude of Stonehenge equals 21600. Stonehenge has 60 original stones multiplied by 360, a circle, equals 21600. The same number as its latitude, its location. The diameter of the moon is 2160 miles. One astronomical age is 2160 years. The number 2160 is also found at hundreds of sacred sites. There are thousands of these equations. More to come later in this video. One of the most interesting aspects of sacred sites is their correlation to astronomy. All sacred sites worldwide seem to have some sort of astronomical application, but full understanding of the purpose is still unknown. For instance, the pyramid complex at Giza seems to mimic the stars in Orion's belt. Stonehenge can predict lunar eclipses. Chaco Canyon, New Mexico contains the well-known spiral petroglyphs, which mark the cycles of both sun and moon. Sandstone slabs cast shadows of the late morning and midday sun to indicate both solstices and equinoxes. The Anasazi Indians of Chaco constructed a spiral rock carving. The spiral has 19 rings, marking a 19-year lunar cycle. Everything at Chaco Canyon is shrouded in mystery. Virtually nothing is known about the Anasazi Indians, except for they built the most sophisticated astronomical device of ancient days, then disappeared without a trace. Thousands of people completely vanished, just like the people of Easter Island in another part of the world. Were these people dimensional space travelers, leaving behind their knowledge of the stars? Countless sacred sites mark the time of equinox and solstice. The Kukulkan Pyramid, once a year at the time of the spring equinox, shows an amazing phenomenon of light and shadow. On March 21st, we can see the image of a glowing snake, Quetzalcoatl. The actual name Quetzalcoatl, converted to number, equals 153. You are about to witness extremely rare footage of an archaeoastronomy site here in Southern California. Hidden from the public and on property owned by NASA, I was able to videotape this special event.
Still quite a ways to go. That's the peak.
Sitting on top of one of the most sacred sites of the West Coast. Nicknamed Castle Peak because of its castle shape, this was the winter solstice meeting place for thousands of years. Tribes from hundreds of miles away in each direction all met here once a year in December. This was once the home of the Tonga Indians and the village of Humwan. In a secret location near here, they built California's analog to Chaco Canyon, New Mexico, a sophisticated archaeoastronomy device. A small Chumash Indian cave decorated with a depiction of the universe. During the time of the winter solstice, a light dagger appears on a series of concentric circles. On that exact day of the solstice, the light dagger reaches the center circle. This was filmed a few days before the solstice. When that first spire of light hit the circles, it had a profound effect on me. Everything around me seemed to turn into a dream. I felt like I just received a battery charge of some kind of foreign energy. Because I asked strange questions, I was banned from the site, which was already a secret location and extremely hard to get anywhere near there. What I want to know is, why did the natives need such an accurate astronomical device? Some say they needed to know the time of year in which to plant crops. That answer is unacceptable because the Chumash Indians were hunter-gatherers. They did not plant crops. Also, I would like to know, why does NASA own this property hidden in the mountains? And why is it such a big secret? The revolution period of Mars divided by the revolution period of Earth